Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In these unprecedented and turbulent times, we hope that you and your loved ones are staying safe, sane, and healthy. My name is Aziz El Hashim, and I'm the program manager for Plug and Play Morocco. With me are my dear colleagues, Sarina Amini, our operations manager, and Alberto Anton, our ventures analyst. Together, we'll guide you through our session today. Welcome to Plug and Play Morocco launch event. We are very excited for this event as we'll be kicking off a very promising partnership that will impact the development of Smart City Benguerir. The OCP Group, notably through a prestigious academic and research institution, Mohammed VI Polytechnic University, also known as UM6P, partnered with global innovation platform Plug and Play to launch an open innovation hub in Morocco. We are not only keen to support the innovation activities throughout this partnership, but we also want to see the Moroccan innovation ecosystem blossom to its full potential. Well, let's take a look at today's agenda. We'll be kicking off with a small introduction of who we are and what we do, then a moderated discussion between the three partners, UM6P, OCP, and Plug and Play, followed by the success story of Plug and Play Abu Dhabi's partnership with the UAE government, and finally, a peek into Startup Autobahn, our mobility innovation platform in partnership with Daimler and Porsche in Stuttgart. This will be the first of a series of virtual events, as Plug and Play Morocco is set to kick off its physical program in January out of Stargate, North Africa's largest startup facility, located on UM6P's campus in Benguerir, Morocco. Our goal with this series of virtual events is to prepare the whole Moroccan ecosystem with the right package to scale as soon as we begin the physical program at Stargate. We would like to bring together the private and public sectors, local and international stakeholders, to fuel open innovation dialogues and leave you with exciting new ideas and trend updates for your own initiatives. We hope you will leave today's session with an aha moment of having seen and heard something new and exciting. We're looking forward to having everyone at Startgate, but until then, let's enjoy our virtual get-togethers. We'll now move on to tell you a bit more about Plug and Play, as well as our plans for Morocco. If I may start from the very beginning, back in the 90s, the Plug and Play story started out of a very lucky building in Palo Alto, California, where our founder and CEO, Saeed Hamidi, decided to rent out office space to small businesses where he would reinvest the rent back into the company in exchange for equity. The first startup happened to be Google, followed by Logitech, and then PayPal. Great, no? This huge success pushed Saeed to scale this model. So in 2006, he bought a building in Sunnyvale, California, to host startups and international corporations from all around the world. They were looking for a soft landing and access to the unique resources and energy that Silicon Valley has to offer. Before the pandemic era, we had around 300 startups and 100 corporations in the building at any given time. So, what is Plug and Play, if you may ask? For those of you who do not know what Plug and Play is, let me quickly give you an idea of who we are and what we do. We are an open innovation platform built on a very strong ecosystem of innovators. The PNP ecosystem consists of more than 30,000 startups, more than 400 major corporations, and about 180 venture capital firms. We also engage universities and their young founders, a large network of very experienced mentors, foundations, as well as governments on our platform. We do all that across then 35 global locations and across 19 selected industry focus areas. In coming to Morocco, our focus will be centered around helping partners work with startups in the execution of their innovation strategies. Think of us as a mediator. We want to help talented African startups grow to become global companies that will help drive the African economy and create jobs. This is also a call to action to ensure we don't let innovation and entrepreneurship die in the wake of the unprecedented pandemic we find ourselves in. Whatever stakeholder you identify yourself on screen, you all have a role to play, and we would like to play a part in bringing innovation stakeholders together for the betterment of Morocco and the African continent. In our core platform offering are three major services. First, we are investors ourselves, mostly in early stage startups with more than 200 investments per year. We are one of the most active VCs worldwide. Also, we run industry-specific startup acceleration programs twice a year, which are mainly focused on real business exposure and scaling opportunities for startups. Lastly, corporate innovation is about supercharging the innovation initiatives of our partners. We help large corporations set up their innovation journeys and help them find the best startups to develop and scale new fields of business. Starting with our venture capital offering, Plug and Play has been investing in early stage startups for over 20 years annually. Annually, we invest in more than 200 technology companies worldwide alongside our VC partners. Our key value proposition in the venture capital segment is being global investors for startups that have global ambitions. We have an appetite for risk, a desire to believe in entrepreneurs who are taking a risk on themselves. Looking at the snapshot of our global investment portfolio, we currently have over 1,000 active investments. Almost a dozen have grown to become unicorns, exceeding $1 billion valuation. Our newest unicorn is Applyboard, an edtech startup that raised $75 million in Series C funding at an astonishing $1.4 billion valuation. In Africa, Plug and Play is currently invested in Flutterwave, Helium Health as a group, and Healthlane, amongst others. We hope that our projects in Morocco will be a springboard to invest further in African technologies that can be just successful locally as they can be globally. Our accelerator programs are fine-tuned for startup business development. Startups are at the very heart of our innovation model. Here, our key value proposition is geared towards assisting B2B startups to work with corporates in the pilot of their product offerings. It also aims to assist startups in connecting with investors and seasoned industry mentors willing to give up their time. Uniquely, our model does not require startups to give up equity, as it ensures corporate startup stakeholder alignment. The value proposition for the startup is that we are giving them a global avenue to generate revenue and gain broader market exposure. And last but not least, corporate innovation is focused on finding and implementing technologies that address corporate innovation needs. For Africa in particular, our value proposition is to provide a service offering that will help corporates learn how to work best with startups. Without the support and participation of corporates, startups cannot survive. We are thus not only inviting corporations to benefit from these technologies, but asking that they be leaders in ensuring a thriving ecosystem for the betterment of the entire community. Here is a snapshot of our international corporate network operating in different industries across the globe. Our expertise extends to 5 continents and rests on our solid partnerships with innovative corporations. Finally, our platform combines 19 verticals that touch upon major economic sectors such as mobility, real estate, health, energy, and sustainability, all of which are very relevant to the Moroccan ecosystem and its areas of improvement. Now that you know us better, let's talk about our partnership with UM6P and OCP. My colleague Sarina will be handling the panel moderation between the 3 partners. I leave you in great hands.